back on the Morning Brew with Friends with my friend Eric Werner. You're the Events and Operations Manager Planner for large-scale city events, which is a mouthful.
It is.
That's a huge title. But what that means is you are the city's #1 music entertainment booker, essentially.
I'm one of the number ones. I don't want to take all.
You guys are having a big showcase.
We are. This Friday on Civic Plaza, we're doing our second local band showcase.
I went last year. I think you were on last year promoting the show, too.
I think I was, too. Last year was obviously our first year, but we're doing it a little differently this year. Last year was just at the Chemo, and it was still a chance to get out and get to see some bands, but it was kind of weird because there weren't a lot of people there, so when there's only like 10 or 15 people in the Chemo audience, it seems kind of empty.
Right, it's a big room.
Yeah, so what we decided when we talked about doing it again this year is to actually make it more of an event.
Cool.
So that's why we're bringing it out on Civic Plaza. There will be
tons
food
of
trucks.
improvements now
Oh,
at Civic
yeah.
Plaza. Civic Plaza's looking great.
Yeah.
Was it the Southwest Airlines grant, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really improved that whole thing, and there's more green space. There's the little play boxes out there,
yeah.
the little sandboxes for
chair.
kids, the big chair.
Yeah.
It's really great, and I think there was even some sound improvements to the stage too, right?
Not as of yet, but I think they're planning on it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then, so it's going to be Friday night on Civic Plaza.
Well, it's actually all day Friday. It's
Oh,
going to
even
start
better.
at noon.
Cool.
So we're going to try and get some of the lunch crowd of people downtown. And what it is it's 15 bands in 7.5 hours. So each band gets 15 minutes to perform, and then they strike, and we set up for the next band in another 15 minutes. We're going to cycle them through. So it's going to be a long day.
That'll be a fun day too.
Yeah.
So how did you find the bands? I mean, is it just like anybody that shows up can hop on the stage?
No, actually, we put out a call for bands, and at first it started really slowly. We were actually worried. We only had like 2 applications, and then the press release went out, and so basically by the time the deadline was, we had 75 bands.
Wow.
Applications
That's awesome.
that we had to kind of whittle down to.
So send
15.
each one of those bands here.
Okay.
We would love to have all of
Deal.
them play, because we love it when guys like True Medica play. It's
Right,
great.
yeah, no, that's great.
Well, I know that one of the bands that you're going to have play was Aaron Bent,
Yeah.
who's been on the show several times.
Yeah, we actually required all of the bands to send us a clip of them performing live, and it was funny. It was like, hey, that was the clip she sent us.
It was one here.
Yeah.
That's really cool. We love that.
So it's a lot of fun. We got a good variety of music. We got some reggae, we got some folk, some Americana, some rock, some country, and some couple groups that kind of defy description. But yeah, we try to get a good variety because we book so many different venues, and it's not just for us. We're inviting all of the people who do the booking for bars and any place that has bands. Come out and see these guys, get an idea if you want to maybe book them for yourself.
That'd be cool, yeah, because I'm sure that everybody at the Launchpad, everybody at the Chemo, everybody at the Gazebo in Old Town, they all need to have different bands, right?
Exactly, and for us, it's hard to kind of get out, and a lot of the bands you'll play in bars late nights, and so we don't. And
you're like, it's midnight, and I got to be at work at 8.
Exactly. So this was kind of a way to just have everybody to just help bands get their name out there, and we got a thriving music scene here in Albuquerque.
We really do.
Want to promote it.
We really do, and I think people forget how much live music there actually is. And the city's been a big supporter of it, because you've got not just Civic Plaza to book, but you've got the Chemo to book, you've got the Gazebo in Old Town to book. I can't even think of the rest of the things. There's a million different venues.
A program called Art in the Afternoons that has music on Saturdays at the museum. There's sometimes stuff at the Balloon Museum. Like you said, Old Town Gazebo, we have music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting April 23rd until the end of Balloon Fiesta.
That's actually one of my favorite places to go, like, hear music.
Yeah.
Because I can go to the little cafe right there, get a coffee, you can hang out, it's a beautiful evening.
Yeah.
Or go sit on the patio there at one of the restaurants.
Yeah, it's just, we just want to, help get the music scene out there. Yeah, it's a good time.
That sounds great. Well, so how do you figure out, there's some bands I'm sure that play really well on like Civic Plaza.
Sure.
Then other bands like are just too big for the Gazebo or too small for Civic Plaza. How do you book that? How do you figure out who goes best where?
Well, it's a process, and you just kind of have to get to know the audience is who you're performing for. Like as I said recently in Old Town, for the past couple of years, we've really been trying to, we love everybody loves going down and seeing, you know, the great trios or Native American flute, that sort of stuff. And we still have that as well, but we really are trying to make this a place where everybody wants to go on the weekends, not just, oh, you know, I have family in town, let's go down and see a mariachi band on the gazebo. We're just, with the Summertime in Old Town series, we want to just everybody know, hey, it's Friday night. I don't know what band's playing down at the gazebo, but it's going to be some good music. So
right.
We're trying to make this a destination.
I dig it.
Yeah.
So is it too late then for people to sign up to be part of this showcase?
It is. As I mentioned, we had 75 bands, and it took us a while to get down to 15. But assuming this goes well, we will be doing this next year. And by no means, like, we're always booking bands. It's not like if you're not part of the local band showcase, you can't play for the city.
Right.
I mean, we have a lot of music to book.
They just call 311 and reach out to you?
311, or go on to Culture ABQ. They can send us an email to cultureabq.com. And or 311.
And send a clip is probably one of the best ways.
Yeah, we always ask for, and usually live music, because you can have a great band that's edited in the studio, but you know,
right.
We're all about the live.
Even I would sound good edited in the studio.
Yeah.
But guys that actually do sound great in a studio and live, no editing, Trio America.
Absolutely.
These guys are so much fun. I'm loving having these guys on this morning. Take it away, guys.